to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank. Come on with a dank. Skrillin' a tank. Rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Easy on the beat, ho. This one easy like a freak throw. Mine should have swallowed you. Right down her peep ho. She's a freak ho. Underneath like T-Bow. Here we go. What's up with Viking fans really trying to see Detroit? What's up with these rumors you trying to meet little boys? Should we address them? Or should I call them boys up and they arrest him? You gonna confess him? Probably not. These Vikings fans mess with him. That's a nah. Growing up, his mama probably never scolded him. Certified pedophile and you think you got to score with him. Next time you in Detroit, you better bring that pup with him. Before Eazy get a hold of him.
He said, bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah. Using your infant son to diss pedophiles, crazy work, honestly.
Hey, what we do here. We don't sit on chairs at work though, that's for sure. Smash that like button, be your friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Sorry, I just got a text, I apologize. Yeah, that was, I don't know, actually, I'm not gonna say the name specifically because I actually don't know it. I just know he's like a rumored pedophile. There's like Reddit things and text messages. And so I made sure.
Word on the street is he diddles kids.
Yeah, I was just making sure that was like true. You just put that out and it's not true, liable to get sued.
Yes.
So.
Well, you didn't say his name, so if he sues you, that means
Exactly.
he is a pedophile, because then he knows it's about him. How else would he know?
Precisely. Baby B with the hardest bars in that song, though. I don't care. Bitch.
Schedule damn near leaked, said Shift God. Yeah, a lot of the Lions schedule is being leaked. We're going to talk about that coming up here pretty soon. But first things first, I got to get something off my chest. Chris Ilitch, get off your fucking ass and go buy a bat, man. What the fuck? We just got shut out twice by the team with the worst team ERA in the MLB. Coming into this series, the Marlins had like a 5.17 ERA, which is the worst in the MLB. You just let two quality starts go to waste. Flaherty and Reese Olson. Reese Olson went, like 7 innings, 1 run, and he gets the loss again. The dude is having an all-star season, but getting absolutely no run support. Chris Ilitch, fuck you, man. Go buy a bat. Like, go pay for a bat. Like that. Nick?
Yeah, Reese Olson went 8 strong last night. Obviously, we had the day game today. Mize gives up 2 runs in the first, and that's too many for this Tigers offense to come back from. I'm in the same place you are. I was in this place entering the season. I thought it was a disgrace that we didn't go out and make a trade or sign proven bats for this team, because I said it before, Chris Fetter will get this pitching staff in shape. Reese Olson, Casey Mize looks back again. I mean, maybe the strikeouts aren't there, but he looks like a great pitcher. Flaherty's back to his old form. Tariq Skubal leading the charge in the Cy Young race. This is an absolute joke. We need bats ASAP. I don't know where they're going to come from in this lineup. You got guys like Wenzel Perez is one of your best hitters. Nobody expected that this year. It's a disappointment right now, but I mean, it's just another day as a Tigers fan. I feel like we do this show every single day. So
yeah.
No, that's how it became. At least they're winning games, but that's what it became with the Pistons very shortly. It was like, yeah, this sucks, and they keep doing this, and it just kept happening. And then eventually they just faded away from show prep because there's nothing to speak on. It was the same rinse and repeat story every single time. At least we're cashing W's with the Tigers, so they're somewhat still relevant, but still, even in wins, the hitting is the conversation. And I did not know that about the Marlins.
Yes.
That is disgusting. It's disgusting work. Nick, I want to give you credit because we pick on you all the time. You're microwave Nick. You want anything right now.
Yeah, I do.
But you called it.
Yeah.
You called it before the season started. You were throwing this fit just as passionately before we even started the season.
I won't give him too much credit because Matt Chapman sucks, but
that was one name though. You
were on the money with it. You needed to bring in JD Martinez. That would have been nice. Anybody would have been nice. Professional hitters would have been nice in this lineup. It's embarrassing when you go out there and you have 3 guys who could be starting pitchers in the All-Star game, but none of them are getting wins except for Skubal. Like Flaherty and Reese Olson have cases to be All-Star level pitchers. Like they're 2 of the best starters in the American League right now, and you're just wasting every single 6th day they go to the mound. It's embarrassing. Like get someone out there who is going to hit a baseball. Get someone out there who's going to make something happen. Come on, Chris. Like yeah, eat shit, Chris. You're in the bottom of baseball for money paid, for salary, like for team salary. You're in the very bottom. I think it's someone put it in the chat. I forget. DNC ENT, $50 million under the league average salary while paying Javi Baez $23 million a year. Fucking get that bum out of my fucking city. Like, get Javi Baez, shoot him out of a cannon. The dude is fucking garbage. He's not even good in the field anymore. He's an embarrassment on the base pass. And when he can't hit, he can't get on base. The dude fucking sucks. And you're paying him $23 million a year. Swallow your pride, eat that contract, or get rid of the team. Like, honestly, I hate to sell it because I love the Illich family, but Jesus Christ, Chris, this is embarrassing. This product you're putting out there is embarrassing. Chris Fetter's going to move on. I'm surprised Hinch re-upped. You're losing the fans. This city is starved for good sports. We are starved for winners. You have a chance to be a part of this revolution. We see the Lions being the team of the town. We see the Red Wings when they were in it, how dialed in the fans were. We saw the Tigers for like 2 weeks, how dialed in the fans were. Go buy a fucking bat, man. You're a multi-billionaire. Go pay somebody for a bet. You're $50 million under the average. We're not even saying be one of the top spending teams. Just be close to average. It's fucking embarrassing, man.
I can't really say shit else.
Have you guys
Baez batting 167 is fucking putrid. 160. Oh man, sorry.
It's honestly, it's terrible. And I want to ask you guys in this room, in the audience listening right now, have you guys heard of Blake Hullab? Blake Hullab.
Sounds like you made that up.
Sounds not right.
Exactly. We traded him for Mark Cano, one of our best hitters. Are we missing Blake Hullab? Are we missing him?
No.
Has anybody heard of him?
Nope.
We need to make trades. This is the thing. You can sell on potential and get back real pieces that can make this lineup better. And Scott's not doing it. I don't even know if Chris would allow him to do it because he doesn't want to open the checkbook. Chris is a disgrace to the city right now. Scott Harris has some serious decisions because we cannot go on like this, having the 14th ranked OPS in the American League and the 12th ranked in runs when we have a literal top 5 pitching staff in all of baseball right now. Like, it's just embarrassing. Wake up, because this city, honestly, I mean, they were so ready to rally behind the Tigers, and they're just consistently letting us down here.
Yeah. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
What is the expectation? Like, do you think he'll do something about it?
No, I have no faith that they're going to do anything. I have no faith that they'll bring in anybody because Chris has shown that he's not going to pay. He's shown that Chris Platty has shown he's a piece of shit. No, Chris Illich has shown that he's not going to pay for guys for some reason. I don't know if you're still scorned by the Miggy contract, but you paid for Baez, who's a fucking bum. I don't understand that. Like, pay for somebody who actually does something. Pay for somebody who gets a hit, maybe more than 3 hits in a month. Like, this shit is embarrassing, man. They're not as dead to me as the Pistons.
No, yeah, Pistons have like 3 years of this.
But they're getting pretty close, man. This is even worse, honestly, than the Pistons because you see the potential there with the Tigers. You see the lights-out pitching staff, the lights-out bullpen that could carry a team if they could score 2 runs a game. Like, that's not much to fucking ask for. 2 fucking runs.
You're not even exaggerating. That's the crazy part. Yeah. Like, you're not exaggerating at all whatsoever.
That's why it hurts even more because the Pistons are just trash. They're trash. It doesn't matter. You look at them, you see potential in Cade and Duran and shit, but you know them as a team as trash. 50% of the Tigers team is top tier, like top tier in the entire MLB. And the other 50% is the worst in the MLB. So it's pretty bad when you see it that way.
As soon as Casey Mize gives up a 2-run homer in the first inning.
Mic drop, I win, you lose.
Yep.
Because you know this offense is not coming back.
Yep.
It's like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, there goes the neighborhood. There goes the game. That's where I'm at with this team. It's if you don't get runs early, like, they're not coming late. Or, I mean, sometimes they do come late. Like Torkelson on Monday. That's when I really thought that we turned a corner on Monday. Torque gets a massive home run. We win the game. Salvage one against the Marlins. And then you get shut out the next 2 games. Like, we're just...
By the worst pitching staff in baseball.
Exactly.
Literally shut out in 18 innings by the worst pitching staff in baseball. That should be a wake-up call to Chris Ilitch that this shit is unacceptable. We're the Detroit Tigers. We are a storied franchise. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Have some pride. Yeah.
Third worst OPS in the league.
Boo the kids.
Boo the kids.
Of course.
Boo the kids.
Why is that on there?
Always.
Cuz. I just wanted to say it.
It just need to be
But boo
said.
those kids. We're going to talk about that because something got confirmed. And also, I wasn't on BDE today. BDE was trying to take credit for boo the kids. I've been saying that shit for a year.
Listen,
And I went off on it yesterday.
those are your showmates. I'm just saying they be capping. One in particular be capping a lot. Whole lot of capping his raps.
Gotta take the credit for that.
Whole lot of capping.
Pull the tape.
Hey, who started bricked up? This show.
Yeah.
Brick for the pick that happened on the heavies.
Yep. Break for the pick.
They got the clip and it was theirs. I'm just saying. Do we have that John Fury video still? I know it's like 2 days ago.
No, but I can find it and grab it.
I mean, I just wanted to get it out the way because it's on the prep every day. If you guys follow the show, the I'm a Machine was also birthday. No big deal. No big deal. I'm just kidding. But, John Fury, we played it during, I think it was, who did he fight last time? That was even going on. That was the thing.
Jake Paul.
Was it Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Jake Paul was fighting Thomas Fury, whatever the younger one's name is. And John Fury, the father of Tyson Fury, and him is psychopath.
He's a lunatic.
And then we argued in the show and in group chats like, hey, is this for show? Is this to sell tickets? No, this guy's actually crazy. He's actually not allowed in America. I don't know if you guys do that or not. I think I just said that the last time. He's not allowed to be in America.
Why?
He has too many
History of violence.
His records is too wild. And here's what he did.
He's on the no-fly list.
For real though.
For the country.
That kid ate that shit.
He did. You see, he was definitely dazed though. He's not small either.
No, he's a big dude.
I mean, essentially, that's all you really need to confirm.
Why is that guy talking shit to the other dude? He headbutted him.
That's his son.
Why is he talking shit to the other guy? His dad headbutted him.
Yeah, but if your dad headbutted somebody, you say, "Oh, I'm sorry." No, you're on your dad's team.
No, I mean, yeah, but like,
That's
I'm
what
not
he's
gonna be
doing.
like, you made my dad bleed. I'd be like, Dad,
Like what? Not if your dad was that guy.
yeah, my dad's
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah,
My dad wouldn't headbutt anybody though. He just
for sure. That's probably got the strap on too.
he's I caught one to the chest for my dad before. He walked in the.
Oh yeah, he is a black belt. That's true.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's the only one in my family that's not a black belt.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but he was in the army.
Yeah.
And I remember
body.
I was walking in one time with going to Myrtle Beach. I think my 8th grade year for spring break with my family. We were all going to Myrtle Beach, and I was hyped. It's the last day of spring break, or last day before spring break. Getting all hyped, walking the door. As soon as I walk in there, right in the chest. He was like, "You had 7 of 130 assignments turned in your algebra class. What the fuck do you think you're doing?" I was like, he felt bad, but I still had a B in the class. Like,
That's actually impressive.
I was getting 100% on all the tests, but I wasn't turning in any of the homework.
We copying or
No, just smart.
one time I was copying this girl. This is for like a final too, and somehow she like got ahead of me. And I was cooked. I was like, I just got to try to do this shit. I got the 3rd highest grade in the class.
Hell
Not
yeah.
that class, but our like graduating class.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, my boy Craig Smelly on the football team. We always just come because we were both bad at math. We just compete on like test scores. He was so pissed. He's like, "What? But yeah, didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but it worked, obviously.
I was a dog at math. I was really good at math. I just didn't like it.
I was an ass at math.
I was a science guy.
Honestly, it's my fault, too, because I copied like my whole life, so I didn't learn shit.
Yeah.
Really did not learn shit.
I'm good at quick numbers. That's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Last math class.
16.
Nah, Bryson would beat you.
Last math class I
But
took
you're
was
stumbling.
AP Calc my senior year because I didn't have to take a math class in college because I got the credit from AP Calc.
Somehow I ended up in an AP science class.
Yeah, shit was clutch.
Don't know how that happened.
I fucked up my senior year. I had 4 AP classes.
What an idiot.
AP.
You're supposed to coast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had bio, calc, psych, and U.S. history.
Wild boy.
But I mean, I got a bunch of
Honor cords.
college credits for it. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tell us about Play Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month.
30.
No commitment. No matter where you're at, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 15 Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Good.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Are you tired of the same old merch?
Detroit sports
Head on over
merch.
to woodwardsports.com.
but the
Click
heat
that
of
shop
work.
tab.
Merch.
Get yourself some brand new merch. Hoodies, tees, hats, all that at the woodwardsports.com shop tab. Click it today. Get yourself some brand new merch.
Before we get into what we're going to talk about, I forgot to say this in the intro. I didn't write it down.
I
But
gotta say something too.
happy birthday to my boy Billy. He's one of my best friends. He was my college roommate for 3 years in East Lansing. He lives in Cali now. He did his grad school at San Diego State. So happy birthday, Billy. Have some tacos and take some shots of tequila in my honor, brother.
Shout out.
Shout out Joe Denage, who bought the 2021 Mustang for me today.
Hell yeah.
Shout
And he
out.
also won himself the Sam Porter autograph. I think I sent that picture in there too.
Yes, you did.
Christopher. Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe Denage
Shout out his dad Mark.
and his dad Mark.
Big Jared Golf guys.
That's a fire Mustang.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that 5.0 thing?
Listen, he's still in grad school
5.0
too.
thing.
His dad hooked him up.
Oh yeah.
Working downtown with things. Shout out to Joe Denage. Shout out his brother George too.
Shout out George.
But come see me, George.
Hashtag boo the kids.
Hashtag boo the kids. How do you want to do this? Because we have the whole official leak.
We got the whole official leak. Let's do
Yeah.
it now because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So let's just do it today.
All right. Coming up at 5:30 as well, we have John Kosko from PFF. Damn.
All right.
No, it's like something in my.
What'd you get? What kind of smoothie did you
Cyberry?
get? Acai.
Acai?
Yeah.
Acai?
I like the, you got to get
Like a
the
seed or something. Just in my, that's wild.
chia banana.
Oh, chai banana boost?
Yeah, and get
Oh,
dark
those are great,
chocolate. Oh, and add peanut butter.
I do
Oh.
add peanut butter. I don't really miss the chocolate.
That shit is so good, dude. Or the pomegranate plunge, add blueberry. I love Trop.
All right.
Billy used to, shout out Billy. He used to work at Trop.
Shout out Billy.
Funny story.
Shout out Gabby today. My Lord.
Billy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out. Whew. Shout out Gabby for sure. But Billy used to work at the Trop in East Lansing, and he got fired. Well, he quit the day of It was Halloween and Michigan State football on the same day.
They wanted him to work
in East Lansing, and he had a shift. And I had all the boys. When he had a big ass house on Gunson, we had 4 roommates. We all had all of our. There was like 20 people staying in our house. We were just getting fucked up all day. And it was like 4:00. He was supposed to go into work. He just didn't go. Like at most people I've ever seen in East Lansing in one day in my entire life. It was nuts. And they called him. They left the voicemails, and we're in there slamming shots and beers, and he's playing the voicemails, and they're like, "Billy, man, we really need you." Like, come on, bro. It's like it was probably popping, and yeah, he just didn't go in. It was just fun. The voicemails they left him were so fun. It sounded like they were like dying, dude. Like, Billy, man, we need you to come in, bro. He was just getting hammered. We were walking around having parties.
If the person doesn't answer on the first 2 calls, give it up. It ain't. And that scenario, I'm just saying, like employees, like people do that. Like, stop bitching. Just go do what you got to do. That's all right. Moving on. The schedule.
Football.
Officially, the unofficial schedule leaked by Lions Royalty. Here it is. Raher. By the way, you said that week 1 has been confirmed.
Week 1 has been confirmed
Via what?
I don't know.
Who confirmed week 1?
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you put it on there.
Sources are.
Yeah, you literally put week 1. Lions confirmed.
It's been confirmed by Twitter.
Right.
Okay. I like that first 4 weeks. Bye week at 5, though, that kind of sucks.
It does actually really suck.
But honestly, you could start off the season real good.
Going into Dallas after the bye, though, I like that.
How do they determine bye, I wonder?
And then I had my bye. I don't know.
The expectations, obviously, 4-0 going into Dallas if this is for real.
Yes.
Like, without a doubt.
Yes.
You see that they're saying that the Seattle game is Monday Night Football?
I ain't never said a thing, baby.
That shit's hard.
They gave us kind of a layup last season with the Raiders for Monday night. Maybe I don't know if they're thinking the same. Yeah. I think that'll be over.
But we never beat Seattle.
5.5 point spread in my eyes.
Rams, I'll take it. I feel bad for Stafford. Probably not gonna get a tribute video.
Ooh, the kids.
Hell yes, thank God.
If it's prime time, then I want to wear the black jerseys.
It's Sunday Night Football.
You just don't get a tribute video when we're rocking Sunday Night Football. You're just not allowed that. We get Tampa at home again. They want a little bit of revenge, but they ain't gonna get it. I respect Tampa. I respect them making the bounce back post Tom Brady. It is admirable, but we're just better. All right, especially the offensive line. You're just not gonna be able to do anything. Cardinals. Can I be honest with you, fellas?
Yeah.
You a little scared?
That might be a sneaky, challenging game. Yeah.
Trap game. Shout out to Mike 1280 or 811 for throwing some money in the chat. He didn't say anything, but shout out Mike.
Shout out you.
Mike.
Yeah, it's oh wait, he said week 5 bye is absolutely atrocious. The last time a team with a week 5 bye won the Super Bowl was the 2009 Saints. Every other team has been a week 8 or later. RIP the Bowl. P.S. Heavyweights is the best WSN show. Shout out Mike, but I'm not. I appreciate the stat, but I'm not going to buy into that
Mike.
yet. I don't think we're. I wouldn't say we're RIP the Bowl just because of our week, but that does suck. Week 5 bye sucks really bad.
Awful.
Yeah, that is terrible. But
awful. No Baltimore on the schedule, by the way.
If it is that week,
Devo asked, no Baltimore.
If it is that week 5 bye, I think it is pretty good that it's after Monday Night Football, so you're not getting hit with the short week, though.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that benefits you with that.
I know the one thing everybody's going to talk about, especially Easy here, is that Chicago game is late in the year again, that road Chicago game. I know that a lot of people were talking about, I know Kool-Aid even mentioned it earlier this week, I think maybe even today, about wanting that game early in the season in September, but that one is week, what was it here? I'll throw it back up. Week 16. Yeah.
That's a good point, Chris.
Shout out Brad Hendricks, showing the gifted sub.
I mean, obviously, depending on the Green Bay situation, too, how the record goes, but it may be like kind of arrogant for me to say as a Lions fan, but I don't see Chicago winning the division from us, even in a scenario where that might make us sweat, but it is a late game.
Well, no, it's just a matter of wins and losses.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Adam Yount makes a good point about your fear of the Cardinals, is that we've never lost to Kyler Murray.
That's true.
Shout out Okuda.
We broke the Cardinals a couple of years ago.
That's true.
We did.
We did. Yeah, I'm not worried about the Cardinals. The week 5 bye, I think, is the thing that makes me most upset about this. Again, this is not confirmed yet, but it's probably. I would bet that it's the actual schedule. Throw it up one more time, Chris.
Yeah. John Martin says 6 primetime games. I mean, we all find out the actual truth tonight. What do you think the Lions are going to do? Like
Bears on Thanksgiving.
What do you think they're going to do? Like content-wise, you know, last year they did like the AI stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Al's tweet? Shout out our guy, football guy Al.
No,
did you see his tweet? He was hinting that it might be Tim Robinson and Sam, the guys from Detroiters.
Yeah.
And I think you should leave being the one to announce it, which would be sick.
That would be
my
sick.
eyes.
Yeah.
Plus, a little comedic
You
twist
sure
to
about
it, I'm
that?
sure. Yeah,
You sure about that?
That'd be great.
That would be my response to the Week 5 bye.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
King of the Slams.
Yep.
I like the off week before Dallas because that's a revenge game.
Yep.
At Minnesota early. Don't give too much of a shit about them. Tennessee, I'm excited for just to see what they are this year. I'm not saying they'll be good. I'm not saying they'll be bad. I think they'll be better than what people are expecting, but I don't necessarily think they'll be good. But they'll be an interesting team. We talked about it yesterday. They got nice pieces on defense. They got 3 solid wide receivers. And Will Levis had some moments last year.
Yeah.
As a rookie.
He does put mayo in his coffee, but he didn't look bad. I'm not too worried about the Titans, though. I think that should be a pretty good or pretty easy dub for us.
What time of the year is week 9 usually around, month-wise?
The 9th week of the year.
Early November, maybe?
Yeah.
Just off
Early
rip.
November. So I could get down the early November game in Lambeau.
In Lambeau, yeah.
Yeah. That's golf weather.
Could be way worse.
Definitely could be way
Week
worse.
16 at Chicago sucks.
Like that's why I'm thankful for that. Like the division games that usually have in the back half of the year, it's not a Green Bay game at Lambeau.
Yeah.
Week 18, like for the division, you know?
At Chicago, week 16.
Well, that's my thing about this is looking at this schedule. I think you get off to a pretty strong start, or at least you should, and that may put the pressure on Green Bay, who we all believe is a team that's really going to be giving us trouble in this division. So while I'm concerned about the Week 5 bye like everybody else, I'm also looking at this schedule and saying that, you know, if we get out to a pretty early lead, like you could if Green Bay isn't able to keep up with it, you could kind of down the stretch rest your players a little bit more, maybe even week 17 and 18, and that would be to me a huge thing.
I don't think. Well, this team doesn't really believe in resting players, and they're going to be competing for the NFC, not just the NFC North.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll be able to rest their players.
Yeah.
Looking at that Week 17 matchup at San Francisco.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to rest anybody there.
I don't think, though, that could be a game for the NFC.
Yeah, true.
Like Week 17 at San Francisco could be the game to decide the NFC. And I would love that.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Seahawks have added us officially. I have a feeling we're playing the Jaguars prime time and Seahawks prime time just because we got
Jaguars.
We got added by the Jaguars. They just posted a video of a lion roaring and sent to us. I can't hear if it's like making fun of us roaring. And then the Seahawks, I have to send it.
I don't imagine it's endearing.
Yeah, I can't imagine it is. They kind of own us regardless, though, as much as I hate to say it. Also, it sucks because they're not even like nice like that.
Well, the Jaguars?
Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean,
we own the Jaguars currently.
We own the Jaguars for sure. Seahawks, yeah, we haven't been able to beat the Seahawks. That kind of sucks. But.
Before we go to break, Chris, will you grab the Seahawks one?
Yeah,
I just want to know what you guys' takeaway from this is.
I got a question for you guys too when we get back for the break. I want your guys' opinion on regarding some other teams' first week 1 matchup.
I mean, we got a little bit of time if you want.
Don't we have John Kosko?
We got him on the line.
Oh, we got Kosko?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go to break then.
Tell us about morning show, Nick.
Woodward Sports has a new morning show. Start your day with Wake Up Woodward, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports, sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
What up? Welcome to World Red Weights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Smo Rax.
Hello.
Young Chris Nicholas Koloff.
Let's
also
go.
Joined by John Kosko from PFF. What up, man? How are you?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Appreciate you joining us.
How'd you feel about your Browns draft?
When you don't have a first-round pick and your last team to pick in a draft, it, maybe a bit underwhelming. But I think I like the players that they got. I like Michael Hall Jr. I think he's going to be a good defensive tackle. I think Zinter can develop into a good guard. He's going to have time behind Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller there to develop into something. And then Jamari Thrash with the 156 pick, I think it was. Really good route runner, like one of the best in the class, and then also excellent after the catch. So, they have a deep team, right? So like none of these guys are going to start for them. They weren't drafting for any starters at this point because they're already good. So I like the quality of players they got. I think they're athletic. I think they can contribute, and there can be good solid depth pieces for them long term.
And we talked last year about the Lions secondary and the defensive backs and what was going on there. And now they added a couple guys in this draft in Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakeshaw Jr. go on top of guys they signed in free agency, but strictly looking at those two rookies, what do you think they bring to this team?
Yeah, obviously the Lions have like completely revamped their secondary in one offseason, which is awesome because they ranked 30th in coverage grade last year for us. And when you have that, that's like, hey, we have a clear weakness here. We have to fix that. So with Terrion Arnold, guys are mostly an outside corner, had some experience this past year in the slot, but really good long speed, recovery speed, good agility, acceleration, had really good on ball production. Over the past 2 years has 26 forced incompletions, 6 interceptions, 5 just last year for the interceptions, and 15 forced incompletions last year. So really stepped it up in his final season at Alabama. A guy that, like, when you listen to him talk, I love his mentality as well. Like he's going to be a really good player in this league for a long time. So they got a really good one in there in Terrion Arnold and Rakeshaw. He's not a guy that's a great man coverage corner, but he's going to be better in his zone. A guy that they can allow for, say, Brian Branch to move around more often than just being in the slot. So I think Rakeshaw is a guy that can be a slot type of guy, really good in zone, like I said, and I think he's a super physical guy as well. So he can be a guy they interchange there with Branch, but they just have now some really quality depth with him. And I think he's another really solid player. He doesn't have the on-ball production that like Terrion Arnold did. Just one interception the past 2 years. Did force 16 incompletions over the past 2 years as well. But he's another really quality player, athletic, and going to provide some good depth for you guys.
Yeah, and that's what I think the goal of Brad Holmes was in the offseason, especially grabbing Carlton Davis and Amik Robertson, re-signing Emmanuel Mosley, is to make sure, no shade on this guy, but players like Kendall Vildor aren't seeing snaps in the NFC Championship game. And I think now that we have the depth to insulate that. Yeah,
the biggest thing for, you look at Super Bowl winners, right? Like, obviously it's driven by the quarterback position, but you've got to be able to stop the pass when you can't, maybe aren't clicking on offense, or maybe take a lead and you got to stop their opposing quarterback from, being able to march down the field. We saw it in the NFC Championship game last year where they had a big lead in that game, and they weren't able to hold it. And part of the reason is that their coverage unit is not very good. It was really kind of some unlucky situations that happened for them in that game. But essentially, if you have a secondary that can lock it down, you're going to be able to stick with teams because, if you want to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes in that offense, like you've got to be able to have good cornerbacks to match up. On top of being able to get pressure on those guys. And the Lions already have a really good front seven that's going to be able to get pressure on quarterbacks. So they really needed something in the back end to hold up when pressure doesn't get there, to be able to make plays in coverage. And they definitely did that this year with all the additions that they've made. They completely revamped that secondary. You often look at this teams that, like I was saying, Eagles number of years ago when they won the Super Bowl, they had a really, really solid secondary. Even 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl and ended up losing to the Mahomes, they had a really strong secondary, and it got old really quickly, and that's why they weren't as good last year. And I think you've got to be able to continue to have depth there and young depth to be able to develop that long term and be able to trust it long term.
John, I want to ask, because I kind of went through, and I know there's high expectations for Terrion Arnold. I've watched the tape. I like things that I've seen. But then I look at like some of the greater cornerbacks throughout the NFL history, and I kind of noticed like speed was like a similar trait they all kind of had. With Terrion, he ran that 4.5, and I get it's just a 40, but I guess what does that mean to you in terms of like him being this man zone scheme? Not man zone, just man scheme that AG likes to run. Like, can Terrion still, I guess, be a top tier corner, or is he just gonna be like a solid guy for us?
Yeah, I think that, so when you look at some of the best, like, yeah, some of them can like absolutely burn, and it shows on the 40 time at the combine, but some of them just kind of run a good enough time, like, so with Arnold, he ran the 4.5, that's plenty good enough, right? Like, because it's not just like straight track speed that you need at that position. You need to be able to have turning your hips. You have to have good footwork. You have to be able to, position your body and be able to match routes and stuff like that. So like, doesn't matter how fast you are if you don't know how to recognize what the guy in front of you is doing and how to match that, how to flip your hips, and whatnot. So, there's a reason why some of the fastest guys don't pan out. It's because it's so much more than just pure speed. And he's shown it on the field that he has athleticism, that he can run with some of the fastest guys in college football. And I think, like I said, like, I'd love his recovery speed and his long speed, because I think he knows how to run on the football field. He knows how to play the football game, which is what you need. And I think when it comes to speed, yeah, everybody likes to look at that 40 time, but it's not the only thing when it comes to especially the cornerback position, because a lot of they're turning and not just pure straight running. And a lot of it is like, when you talk about the 42, like maybe you don't have a great track get off, right? So like it takes you a little bit to build up the speed. So like maybe you're much better just exploding out of a normal position, and you're able to stick with guys that way, which he can do.
I appreciate hearing that from guys like you, because I know that's what you do, literally. They study a lot of these cornerbacks and whatnot. I did want to ask this question, though, because we also acquired Amik Robertson, who I assume was going to start on the outside of Carlton Davis after the Cam Sutton stuff went down. But I guess, who do you expect to start there beginning of that year between Terrion Arnold and Amik Robertson? And can you see one of the guys bumping into that slot spot?
Yeah, I would probably see more Amik Robertson getting put into the slot versus Terrion Arnold. And I think you'd see Arnold starting, like you draft a guy in the first round, like you're likely wanting to see that guy be able to play right off the bat. Amik Robertson he's a guy that's been plays all over the place. He mostly played out wide last year, but he did have a good number of snaps in the slot. So both guys can play both, but I think Robertson with his size is more natural in the slot than you'd say outside, because he's 5'8", 183. Like, he's a smaller guy, and generally that doesn't hold up well on the outside for the cornerback position. So he's a guy that's really quick. He's good and shifty. He is physical. So I think that works well in the slot. And I think it allows them to, hey, if Arnold's not ready day one, he can still play outside, and Arnold can get acclimated to playing at the NFL level. But I think Arnold can start day one. I think he's good enough to do that, and I think Robertson then kind of gets pushed into the slot. But it also just brings flexibility with all the guys that they have, because who knows if Rakestraw can start day one as well. I don't think so. Like I think he'll see like more of a dime time package type of situations. But like with the benefit of the beauty of all this is that they have a ton of options because they have a lot of quality players now in that secondary, and they didn't rest on their laurels with the moves they made in free agency. They really attacked it in the draft with their first 2 picks.
Yeah, and looking at Brian Branch, I see they want to get him more involved to where he's on the field, because we talked about how Kyle Shanahan ran that heavy personnel to specifically take Brian Branch off of the field in the NFC Championship game, being in that nickel spot. Do you see him bumping out to that strong safety role and kind of splitting time there with Ife Melifonwu just to get that kind of playmaker on the field more for the Lions?
Yeah, I think he should not be coming off the field. Like he's good enough that he shouldn't come off the field, and you want him. He's a playmaker. He's a guy that's going to make a ton of plays in coverage for you. He can make plays in the run game for you, and he's big enough to be able to play in that safety spot. And I think he shouldn't be coming off the field. And if you're going to be going into base personnel, Melifonwu should be the one coming off, not Brian Branch. So I get the reason, as a rookie, hey, like give you some, spell you a little bit more, and maybe we don't want you to hit a rookie wall, but I think at the end of the day, you want your best 11 players out on the field. And I think Branch is one of those guys, especially in the secondary. So I agree that I think, this allows Branch to move out of the slot and not just be the slot only type of guy, because now they have a couple of guys they can put in there, and allows Branch to stay on the field and be a movable chess piece.
Who did you have ranked higher coming out of the draft? Quinyon Mitchell or Terrion?
So I had Terrion higher than Mitchell, but like it was neck and neck, like really close. Like I had them right there with each other. I think Mitchell is really excellent in his own right. Both guys didn't I don't think Mitchell ran a great 40 as well, but he is a guy that I can't remember actually. If maybe
he ran like 4.3 or 4.4. I can look it up real quick.
If he ran 4.3, then I'm way off on that. I'm thinking of somebody else who was like highly touted and didn't run super well or something like that. But then if he ran a 4.3, then obviously that's great. But
4.33.
I liked what I saw on tape and everything like that from him. I thought he was a great player. He's from a PFF standpoint, like he was the highest graded cornerback over the last 2 years, obviously against lesser competition. But when he did go up against the higher group of 5, not Power 5 conference, the SEC teams and stuff, like he held his own. And so I think kind of like with Sauce Gardner a couple of years ago, where like Sauce was dominant every single year of his career with Cincinnati, and like the only question was like, can this guy do the same thing in the the NFL? And clearly he has. I think Mitchell can be that type of, like he can have that same type of transition. I'm not going to say that he's going to be as good as Sauce Gardner. Like Gardner's been the best cornerback in his first 2 years in the NFL, but I think for me it was like more of like 1A, 1B or something like that for Terrion and Mitchell. And I like Terrion just a little bit better, just because I think he's better seasoned, just because of the competition he was going up against. That's literally it. So for me, I think they're both equally like talented players though.
Yeah, I agree. I had Terrion a little bit higher. I wasn't really I thought Mitchell was a little grabby in the top of routes, but I did like Terrion a lot. But the biggest news that has come out of Detroit Lions football in the past week was Jared Goff getting this massive contract of $170 million guaranteed, a $73 million signing bonus, having the second highest AAV of a quarterback in the NFL now, behind just Joe Burrow, I believe. What are your initial takeaways from the Jared Goff mega contract?
This is tough because like I like Jared Goff as a quarterback. But so when you pay a quarterback, you essentially have to pay him what the market is, and it becomes like one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. And then does that correlate to him being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL? No, and he's not. Like he's a guy that's like 8th to 12th best type of quarterback in the NFL. If everything around him is right, he's excellent. And when things break down, if like the protection breaks down or something like that, and he's got to make plays outside of structure, he's not great at it. So it's tough for me to love this contract. I love it for Detroit Lions fans though, because like you made that trade for Goff and trading away Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford is like a more talented quarterback, like objectively than Jared Goff, but obviously you didn't have the success with Matt Stafford that you would like after picking him number 1 overall, and you've had more success with Jared Goff at quarterback, mainly because the team around him is a lot better than anything that the Lions were putting around Matt Stafford. So it is what it is. Like he's not worth that much in terms of like being the second highest paid quarterback, and he's not the second highest, second best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
But like having the stability for the Lions, I love it because, as a Browns fan and seeing like just knowing like the two franchises are struggling franchises for a long time, and now we're having success, and you're paying the quarterback a bunch of money because of the team's having success, and there's a ton of good players on the team. Going to the NFC Championship game, like just a few different bounces go your way, and you're in the Super Bowl type of thing. Like I love it from that aspect. But it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow when you're paying a guy that's probably like maybe the 10th best quarterback in the NFL, top 2 money.
And I do think it's gonna roll down, because I remember when we paid Stafford the first time, he was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL until like 2 weeks later when Matt Ryan got his deal, and then Matt Ryan was out. And so like Dak still got to get paid, Tua's got to get paid, Trevor Lawrence has to get paid. I think those guys will all push Goff down a little bit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like it's one of those things that it's only going to be the second highest paid for a little bit. Tua's going to get paid, which he shouldn't. And then you're going to have a number of other guys that are going to get paid as well. CJ Stroud will come up in a couple years. So like that number 2 will eventually get pushed down to 10, but it's like, it is what it is. It's the market that for quarterbacks, and he's going to get paid. And I think salary cap's going to go way higher, and he's going to be, it's going to be not much, I think, at that point. So
yeah, I agree.
Like, I mean, great. I love it. I love it for Lions fans, and I love it for him because I do like Goff a lot as a quarterback.
I'm definitely happy for him, like the redemption arc that he's had from being casted away to having some of the best years in his career. I think he's a way better quarterback here in Detroit than he was in LA. A lot of it's because he's more self-sufficient now. But the part of the deal that I like is essentially like it's like you took that Daniel Jones deal and you shot it with a mega ray, just because that 4th-year option is key, and we just don't know how long Ben Johnson is going to be here, and we don't know what we're going to look like without him. So I think it's like an ideal deal for everybody. I'm not tripping on it. We'll still win. Plus, everything we have that's making him work right now, as you said, he needs the pieces around him. It's all under contract right now. So I really can't complain too much about anything,
Yeah, exactly. They can easily make this work. They've got lots of their guys that are under contract. They have the best offensive line in football, and they've got playmakers at the wide receiver position, and obviously now at the tight end too. So like from an offensive standpoint, like talent wise, is probably the best in the NFL, minus the quarterback, which nobody's touching Patrick Mahomes right now, right? So like it's one of those things where it's like, can you continue to just make that team so super strong that you can dethrone these guys? And they have a team now, also on a much improved defense, to be able to do that. And so like it'd be nothing would be better than having a Lions-Browns Super Bowl coming up here soon and anything really. I mean, because you're talking about two fan bases that have never gotten to see their team in the Super Bowl, that are two of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL. So it would be something. But I love what the Lions have been able to put together, just kind of the similar way that the Browns have put stuff together. They went out, got quarterback. Deshaun Watson hasn't obviously panned out for the Browns thus far. Jared Goff has much more so. So it's just one of the things that I think from a contract, players that are under contract and all the pieces that they have around them, it's great and it's working. And I think it's going to be, I don't see it crumbling at any point soon, because they've got such a great offensive line. And that's what's key for Goff, really.
John, you're the man. I appreciate you joining us. I got to ask you one real question about our guy, Jameson Williams. It's been a tough make to know what the hell we have here. But this year, it feels like we're going into the season with him as wide receiver too. Do you have faith in him to fulfill that? And if not, I guess why?
So I loved him coming out, right? And you get enthralled with the pure speed on the field and what he can do with the ball in his hands. The one thing, the way he would not work out is that his football his field awareness isn't great. And one of the reasons why like you would expect a guy like that to be like he was good at kick returns in college, and why he's not doing kick returns here in the NFL. Like I don't think his field vision awareness is great. And I think that's what he needs to continue to develop. And part of that is like when you miss a good chunk of your rookie year, there's a lot of data out there that says that like it's really difficult for wide receivers to actually kind of overcome that. And so like you've got twofold problem with him of like not getting much, playing time in his rookie year because of the injuries he had. And then the next year he had the suspension and stuff like that. So like he's just gotten such little time to develop his skills. And you're hoping now he's going to get finally a full time being able to play that he can develop, because I think he's got the skills and he's obviously got the speed and the talent. And I think his route running is really good too. And he doesn't have to be the number, he's not the number one for sure. Amon-Ra is, and then even Sam Laporta would be the number 2 option essentially. So he's almost like a second, a tertiary target for Goff, and that he shouldn't get too much attention in that regard and should be able to thrive.
Yeah, and looking at another weapon on the Lions that all of us are extremely happy about with his production last year, even though it started off a little slow, in Jahmyr Gibbs, and he was, arguably the most explosive running back in the league last year. He had the most carries of over 20 yards on the season. Is it crazy for Lions fans, including myself? I'm not going to put Lions fans lumped together. Is it crazy for me to say Jahmyr Gibbs is a top 5 running back in the NFL already?
I'd say he can be a top 10. I put him in the top 5. It's like, all right, you got Chris McCaffrey, Nick Chubb when he's healthy.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry might still be in that conversation. Who else we got? Saquon Barkley. Yeah. Who else do we got? I got to think about running backs. I don't think about running backs very often. I love Jahmyr. I mean, when it comes to the running back position, like guy can just immediately vault themselves into the top 5 conversation, I think, because if you can trust him to be a bell cow type of guy, right? So right now he's not that. You've got him spelling David Montgomery. So I think with him from a talent standpoint, you could easily argue that. I loved him coming out. I think I'm not huge on running backs like in first round, but you talk about back end of the first round for the Lions to take him, like dude is a stud. When did you take him? You took him 12, didn't you?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you maybe a bit high, but but I love his talent. Like I think he's an absolute stud, and the more he touches the ball, obviously the better for the Lions. And they don't have to just give him the ball out of the shotgun or up from under center and have him have to find some creases in the offensive line, which is obviously a great offensive line. Get him the ball out in space, and he's just going to make a lot of things happen too. So like he's got like a skill set like that Chris McCaffrey type has, and only the lack of targets and touches basically is preventing him from being maybe up to that echelon. So maybe I just talked myself into saying he is a top 5 talent at the position. So I don't know.
Let's go.
I love it.
I got him in mind. I felt crazy doing it, but I definitely did it.
John, before we let you go, the schedule is obviously it's coming out tonight, I think at 8, but there have been a lot of leaks out there, and one of the Lions' full
Browns
schedule leaks says that they have a week 5 bye week. I hate that personally. A lot of Lions, how detrimental could an early bye week? Because we had someone in the chat say the last time a team has won a Super Bowl having a bye before week 8 was the 2009 Saints. So like how detrimental is that actually for a team to have a bye that early in the season?
I've never actually really researched it. Like I can think about it anecdotally, and I don't think it matters all too much. Like you prefer it later because then it splits the season up. And I think that's kind of like we get our rest type of thing. But really, like if you're a team that gets a lot of injuries early in the season and that early rest is what you need for them to get healthy, then it works out great. But if you're a team that has a bunch of injuries that happen maybe in the middle of the season, you already had your bye, then it's obviously detrimental. So like I don't know, is it a little bit of a disadvantage maybe, but I don't think it's like detrimental at all. I think to me it seems like it's more It's just more like what happens with your team in that season. And I think it really matters more of like, how does your schedule break down? Like, are you getting backloaded with like a ton of playoff teams that are going to be a lot more difficult to schedule later on, or do you get a cupcake schedule down the stretch and your tough opponents are front loaded or something like that? I think that's what matters more. And then how your home and away type of traveling schedule happens. I think that matters a lot more for teams than say when the bye is, even though obviously the bye is nice, but I think how that home and away schedule kind of breaks down is key of like how much you have to travel. Like if you have to go West Coast, East Coast, West Coast or something like that, that's a lot on a team. So I think that matters more than when that bye is.
Yeah.
John, I appreciate you joining us, man. I appreciate taking the time. You got anything coming out on PFF pretty soon here that people can check out?
I'm writing an article. Yeah, I'm writing an article about once a week right now. I did have an article that came out on Monday, ranking like the best and weakest, position groups in the NFL. The Lions had the best offensive line in the NFL, for everybody to know about that. I've got one coming this week of just like the top 30 players over 30. I think that'll probably be published on Monday. So that'll be coming out soon. So I haven't done the research to see who are those guys yet, but I did that with Peace last year, and then I'm typically just doing an article a week. So check in once a week at PFF to find my article, whatever it may be that week.
John, I
thank you so much,
again, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys. You have a great rest of your evening.
I hope we see your Browns in the Super Bowl. That wasn't a pun, by the way. I know that. See you, man.
See you later, brother.
See ya.
I heard that dad joke so often that I said that, and I was like, I can't take myself serious.
Take the Browns to the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right, though. Like, Lions-Browns Super Bowl would be... It's like that meme, that Rocky meme of them, like, dapping up, because it's, like, the two most impoverished fan bases in the NFL, and two fantastic fan bases, too, so...
It's only right. It's only right. It's only right you go get your insurance checked out with my guy Mark at SwissINS.com. Contact him direct. That's Mark at SwissINS.com. Make sure your rates are climbing up. Make sure deductibles aren't doing the same. Contact Mark at SwissINS.com. And if you would like to rise up, get a little higher ranked, if you will, go visit my guys over at Dispo. They got the largest name brand products, the best deals, the best bud tenders, the best atmosphere. It's Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com. They can't make it there, they'll make it to you with Dispo Dash. It's Dispo, your local cannabis plug.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at LesStanford.com. Les Stanford, together. Let's ride. Now let me tell you about Soroki's. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. Their locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit. Soroki's, doubling their total number of restaurants this year, is known for their quality, hand-battered, hand-breaded chicken tenders, delicious chicken sandwiches, and New York-style pizza. Make sure to stop in and try at a mega station near you, or go to Soroki's.com to figure out where you can get some of this delicious food. Soroki's.
Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live at WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Smo Rex, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Detroit Mario. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend.
Let's
rest
go.
in peace, Neil Rule. Rest in peace, my guy Stick. And then Malik Will's dreams. Jared Goff locked up. Can't fake those tweets, huh? I'm just kidding. I love this guy. Can we put that schedule back up?
What's that?
Schedule, Chris.
Schedule.
Oh, yeah.
You want to do win-loss since I'm not going to be here tomorrow?
We can do a little bit of win-loss, yeah. I'm down. You down for it, Nick? I mean, should we say that for tomorrow? I mean, I guess, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do your win-loss. And I'll react to him. How about that?
Oh, yeah, don't they have an overseas game this year, too?
No, we don't. 0 overseas games for Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Overseas came out. Germany, who is well-deserving of actual football, got the shittiest international game.
Why is Germany well-deserving of it?
They had the largest American football fan base.
Yeah, why is that one no one has deserved?
They have the largest American football fan base outside of the USA. Can we say it again this time without yes talking? They're the largest American football fan base outside of the USA.
Yeah.
That's more than London. It's more than Mexico. It's Germany. And
they're trying to make up for it, I guess.
They got the Panthers versus.
Sounds like pandering.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to cover up for something.
Well, because we have a bunch of bases there. International.
Yeah, I wonder why we got a bunch of bases there.
No, yeah, in case shit goes down, obviously.
Right.
But
no, because they were.
All right, let's go.
I know. Yeah,
they used to be concentration camps. Now they're army bases.
Okay.
All right.
It's true. My dad was stationed at one.
Oh.
All right, fellas, talking about one of these international
Giants
games.
versus Panthers, what they got. Sorry.
This is what I was teasing before the interview, fellas. One of the international games is a matchup between two of the top projected 8 teams in the NFC that the Lions are going to be competing with heavily. It's in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and it's Green Bay at the Eagles. My question to you guys, as week 1 begins and we watch this game, who are you guys pulling for to win? Maybe that projected number 1 seed in the Eagles or the NFC rival in the Packers?
I will never root for the Packers to win a game. Ever. Never will you ever catch me saying, "Oh yeah, I hope the Packers win," unless it causes the Lions to go to the playoffs. That's the only time. So yeah, I want the Eagles to beat the Packers.
Yeah. Yep. Not even close.
Yeah.
Take my division opponent, and I was gonna say something that's.
Rich Baldwin says Germany is used to losing. It's true.
It is true.
They suck at
wars. They shouldn't have invaded Russia in the winter.
We are back-to-back world champions. No, yeah, Packers could.
They suck at wars.
Definitely suck at wars.
I agree with that. I just think that we are going to be competing with the Eagles at the end of the season for that number 1 seed. So it is something to think about when it comes to week 1 when you're kind of projecting later in the season. Chris, are you the same way? You want to see the Packers go down?
Absolutely, because again, Dan Campbell is not the rest guy. Spencer made that great point earlier, and he is my best friend here. I just wanted to point that out. But the thing about that rest week that I was concerned about was potentially getting rest later in the season. And if Green Bay loses that game, that's all the more incentive to where maybe he would consider resting if there's a bigger gap in the division. Because right now, it's a 1-game gap as far as the betting odds, right? It's 9.5, 10.5, right? The spreads. So they project this to be close. So I will definitely take the comfort in the division over the conference.
Hey, Chris, can you do one thing for me?
No.
Can you say "do the monkey" with me?
Do the monkey with me.
Now do the monkey with me.
Where's that from?
Johnny Bravo.
Oh.
You got the Johnny Bravo flow going a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. It is kind of messy today.
Poofed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said though, but I agree with you because you're my best friend here.
Do the monkey.
No, I want to win the division. That way, we're just in the playoffs.
Yes.
No matter what, and then obviously win the division. You have a home game in that situation too. So.
Yeah, that's just. I think everyone in this room expects the Eagles to kind of bounce back, like we've been talking about the last couple weeks here. But yeah, I agree. Obviously, win the division first, and hopefully we have the best record in the NFC when it comes down to it. And I think it's going to come down to that San Francisco game at the end of the season, if that's the projected correct schedule. But what else you got on that schedule, Eazy?
The other ones we were looking at, I mean, obviously talked about the week 5 bye week. I don't think anybody's a fan of that one. I don't think it necessarily is going to knock us out of making it to a Super Bowl, though. I think.
What do you think's the hardest 3-game stretch?
The hardest 3-game stretch?
Looking at this right here.
It might be Texans, Jags, Colts. Because you have 2 away games.
I was gonna say Packers,
just the one home
Texans, Jags,
Packers, Texans, Jags. Yeah.
Ooh, disagreement.
or
that's-
or Bills, Bears, Niners.
Yeah, that's tough because the Bears one is on the
Yeah.
road.
Bears one's
At
outside.
Bears in Week 16.
Non-golf weather.
Damn, at Bears and then at San Fran the following week.
Yeah.
After could be like a snowy,
Cross
cold
country,
game.
cross country flight.
Don't love that.
Yeah.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
Matthew Kruger. Can your booth guy blow his nose?
Blow your nose, Nick. You got boogies?
Do I got him? Come on, check it out.
Any bats in the cave?
Any bats in the cave?
My football coach used to say that.
How's it look?
Shout out Mr. Waz. It was his birthday the other day, but when I was home, I'll be like, because he was the gym teacher too. He'd be like, hey, Raxter, any bats in the cave? I'd be like, bro, Waz, what are you doing, man? Just blow your nose. No, he's the man. He was so buff he couldn't touch his shoulders.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're probably right, though, the toughest 3-game stretch. Packers, Texans, Jags.
Or Bills, Bears, Niners.
It depends on these two, like which ones are like Thursday nights. Like
Yeah, because Cousin Allen is crazy.
Like which ones were on like short weeks and whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we're facing the Bills. That was at home. Obviously don't want to go play in the snow in that situation. We really only have, I mean, if this is real, again, this is speculative. It's not an official schedule per se. It's just what our guy from Lions Loyalty is expecting, which if we're giving him enough credit, you want to validate him a little bit. He was the one to officially leak the black jerseys. So he's legit in terms of like doing some homework here. The schedule pans out pretty well for us. To be honest, outside of obviously the bye week, everything you have to play outside is fairly early, outside the Chicago game. I don't expect them being high enough in the division for that to be detrimental to us versus them specifically, if that makes sense. Because I really I still see the Packers being our biggest op within the division. And then obviously San Fran. Seeding matchups, I guess you could look at those for.
I mean, to me, it's just looking at that schedule again. It just seems like the first half of the season is a hell of a lot easier than the second half.
Eduardo O'Neill says, "What's the easiest 3-game stretch?"
Easiest 3-game stretch?
Probably the first 3 games of the year. Throw that up one more time.
Yeah,
throw it up.
No, I think it's
2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Hold up.
I think it's gonna be that Seattle bye week, Dallas, Minnesota.
No.
Yeah, Seattle, Dallas, Minnesota for me.
I was kind of thinking Bucks, Cardinals,
Seahawks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
especially 2 at home.
More.
Seahawks own us. Cardinals gonna be tough. The Bucks were in the playoffs last year.
Seahawks don't own us anymore with our.
Dude,
We own the Bucks.
changed?
We own the Bucks.
Yeah.
We beat them twice last
You
year.
own the Bucks, but they're still a tough team.
What's
I respect
changed,
you.
Chris?
You want me
Yeah,
to
with
keep it? You
Seattle.
want me to keep it a buck? With
No Pete Carroll.
Keep it a
no
buck.
Pete Carroll on
Keep
the
it a
Seahawks
bean.
anymore.
That's fair. Mike McDonald. I think they got
Seattle Seaman Cox.
I can't really wow, that is aggressively strong.
That was my friend's fantasy name one year.
Oh my god!
He had Ty Lockett and Russell Wilson.
Wow.
It was pretty funny.
Beth looks miserable right now. Poor gal.
I love her.
Poor gal. Do you
Away
think
from
gal is
my
a
name.
thing because like a Jamaican guy said girl?
What?
Hey guys and gals.
Have you seen the video or the movie where Brad Pitt does the Jamaican accent?
No, but I want to.
He actually kills it.
I love Brad Pitt.
I don't know what movie it's from, but he plays like, I think he's like a devil or like a reaper or something like that. And he's like talking to this old Jamaican lady in a hospital.
That's fucking awesome.
No, I'm not here for you now, baby.
That's pretty good on your part.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Easiest 3-game stretch for me. I think the Cowboys are fucking soft, bro. I don't.
That's what you said last year.
It is what I said last year, and we would have beat them. We should have beat them.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But you
Didn't
didn't.
we?
You had the Derek Brown situation, obviously the 2-point conversion situation too.
Oh, that
we
Derek
went for it on that
Brown.
1 4th down. Was like, yo, you should have been kicking that man.
Oh, come on, man.
Ah, man.
Gotta kick the ball.
The
man.
Vikings are gonna suck, and then like Seattle, I guess like, that's the other ones. that-
Especially
Meet
early in
Joe
the
Black,
season.
says Detroit Dabber. That's the movie. I've never seen the movie. I've just seen the clip.
I'm gonna watch the clip then.
That's like young. We got a caller? That's like young Brad
West
Pitt,
610. Can they wait for a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go through
All right.
break and then we'll talk to this caller. First, let me tell you about Lady Jens, baby.
Let the gents gal.
Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jens Haircuts for Men. Stop in. I started going to town. Stop in, sit back, relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody! Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down, Michigan's best pet supply store, man. Same prices and all the conveniences of a one-line and big box retailers, man, with one major difference: family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years, you know. With the over 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you, man. Same day, local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com. Harry.
Bro, that is. Why are you so good at that?
That's good?
Fire.
That is crazy.
That's good? All right.
Crazy good. What's that from? I don't know. That's
Caesars.
You watched a lot of Apple Jacks commercials growing up or something.
Dude,
huh?
yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
The Apple Jacks commercials used to be fire. The Cinnamon. Shout out my boy Cosign. He looked like the Cinnamon guy.
Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I'm Easy, Spimo Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Detroit Mario. Smash that like button. And we have
our very own El Gato that is constantly in the chat. Let's go, Gato, you're live.
El Gato.
How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, what's up, boy?
What up, man?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm on. I don't think you hear us.
Can you hear us?
Gato, you're live on air. What you got?
Yo, bro, what up? Yo, I got 3 points. 3 points. First point, yo. That week 5 bye looks like it fucking sucks, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's tough.
21.
That's tough. Hopefully they get through it. Well, what's your second point?
Second point, why Eazy always dressed like it's 32 degrees outside?
I'm the one wearing shorts. I got shorts on every day.
He said 32 degrees. I'm wearing.
Oh yeah.
Shorts.
Yo, and last point, bro. I love golf, man. I love golf.
That's it. That's the last point. A lot of people.
This shit kind of delayed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
I love golf, bro, but I just rewatched the Rams game, and Golf like took a sack in the backfield because he wasn't mobile. He could have ran for it.
Yeah, Gato, we appreciate you calling in, brother, as always. And yeah, that is one of the things that's something you got to live with Goff. He's not going to be the most mobile quarterback, and that's why they invested so much into the offensive line to try to make sure that he doesn't have. Dever said, "I love Lamp," to make sure he doesn't have to run around too much, so he can stand back there with confidence, and that's going to be better this year. Like Zeitler is a much better pass blocker than Jonah Jackson, so he is going to be even more protected this year.
Amen. No, and then the other thing too is they invested in that for years to come. Let there be like I guess an injury or whatever. Taylor Decker retires, Zeitler retires. Well, you went and you drafted Mahogany, which a lot of people beyond ourselves are telling you why the hell is he going that late in the draft? Makes no sense. Some people have him as like the third best run interior guy in the entire draft class. And then you also have whatever you make of Giovanni Manu. Giovanni Manu.
Mm-hmm.
I said that without space in between there.
Giovanni Manu. Giovanni Manu.
But Giovanni Manu.
Giovanni Manu.
They've definitely like invested in that offensive line for years to come, not just like this year.
It.
What?
I'm in Chris's fucking head. I know his thoughts.
Get out of my head.
That's why you guys are best friends. Ed O'Neill, do you guys think...
It's a factual statement.
That is true.
You guys think we will know early if our defense is legit? No. I mean, you get an idea, but I think... Because how many young guys are on this, especially in the back end, it's going to take some time.
It's going to take some time. I mean, they have the potential to be elite. Like with guys like Aiden Hutchinson, I think Jack Campbell is going to take a huge step. Brian Branch has already shown things. You know, Carlton Davis has played an elite level before. You got guys in the back end, Kirby Joseph, Terrion Arnold, you have a lot of hope for, but they are very young. They are very young. You know, the elite players on this defense right now, you can really point to Hutchinson, Reeder, and that's about it when you give the elite tag. Like Brian Branch, we expect to be there, but he still is his second year. So I can't give him that just yet, even though I think he will be. So it's a very young defense, but they're going to grow. They're going to get better, and we can see a lot of playmakers on this team.
I mean, man, are you guys nervous for, like, I know, like, it's no longer a revenge game for us, so we're kind of lax with it. It's officially a revenge game for Matthew Stafford, though.
Get out of here. The reason I'm not worried at all is because the taste that's in our mouth is the 17-point lead. 17-point lead that we completely choked in the NFC Championship game. Chill out, fellas. Just listen to it. Just get it out. The Detroit Lions have a bad taste in their mouth from last season. I'm not worried about the Rams revenge game. We are coming for the entire NFL. And that's why I'm not worried at all. Sorry if it sounded
facts. We're gonna
you're good.
We're gonna come on the entire NFL. Like the Lions have
we're coming.
We're coming. Especially for you, Dallas. Like Jerry Jones, you better be ready for this, old man.
We're coming for you, Cowboys.
But it's gonna be like Ram Ranch in Dallas. But I'm with Nick. I don't think they're gonna let that factor them at all. They're still gonna have that chip on their shoulder that they left some on the table last year, so they're going to go out there and they're going to play at a high level.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a fire-ass game. I'm not going to chalk it up as a blowout, but if it's natty, national television, black jerseys, Staffy might have to fucking eat some turf that day. I'm telling you, that those black jerseys are going to bring out some black Air Force energy. I'm looking at them wondering, because I'm thinking about the revenge on the schedule, kind of as Nick was kind of hinting towards, like us getting kicked out of the NFC Championship game there. And number one was a game that's kind of their, actually 2 games back-to-back looking for revenge on us. And in multiple different ways. Obviously, Stafford probably feels a little bit embarrassed that he's booed in what he considered his home, or one of his homes. And then obviously lost to the guy who got traded for in a playoff situation. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we whooped twice. Like, I kind of like, if this is true, I like that situation just because all camp, Dan Campbell's going to have that as motivation. Like, you guys can't, there's no slacking. Like, one, we obviously just weren't good enough to get there last year. I think the what's the moniker this year? Not enough. We got to do more or something like that.
Yeah.
2, he has that in the back of their head too. Like, that was a good game by Stafford. Stafford was balling out that game. Aside from obviously when he took the hits, he's going to come out again. And they had a taste of that game. So it's like, okay, step up for that one. Week 2, listen, these guys are waiting for you guys as well. On camp, Dan Campbell's will be able to keep these guys on 10.
To go back to that Stafford point, who was he picking apart? Cam Sutton, Jerry Jacobs, was it? Or no, Vildor at that point.
Yeah.
Think about this whole entire revamped secondary. Think about a dominant guy in the middle like DJ Reeder. Like, this is a completely revamped defensive unit from the Detroit Lions. Stafford isn't going to have all day to throw, and he's not going to have the windows that were as wide open in that ball game as he did in that first playoff game. Honestly, that's where I'm not as concerned. I definitely think he has a chip on his shoulder as well, but I don't think it's as played up as, because this defense is upgraded significantly.
And we're going to boo his kids.
Yep, don't forget.
Heard it from Spencer.
Not gonna boo the kids.
Shout out to Elgato in the Woodward Sports chat. He said, phone was delayed, bro. The feedback. It's all right, man. You killed it.
All good, brother.
You love golf. We got you. No, I appreciate you calling in, man, as always. Appreciate the support. But yeah, boo his kids. Boo Stafford's kids.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Boo.
J.K. Cruz
Go back to your prep schools in LA.
though.
Boo.
Boo kids you see.
Yeah, boo any kids, honestly. I'm in the camp for that. There's a kid right here. Boo! Boo!
Hey, could you imagine? Remember those kids that came in and sold us chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spade's lying. He gave him the microphone and his money.
Yeah, but they sold us.
It was like melted.
Fucking
shitty chocolate.
Yeah, expired chocolate. Now, one kid said he played every position on the field. He's like, yeah, tight end, linebacker, quarterback, running backs, corner. Damn, bro. Taysom Hill in that bitch. But, yeah.
I lost the original comment I was going to say. What up, Nick?
We got Salty that wants to talk about the Jared Goff contract. Salty, you're live on air.
D-Money 98. I love breasts. So do I, brother. Salty, how you feeling?
This guy.
What up?
How you doing, brother?
What up, man?
How we doing, fellas?
How you been?
Hey, man, it's been good, man. It's been good. It's good to see the success from the team's perspective. I love it, but I don't want you guys to get complacent, okay? 2 playoff wins is still not winning. I don't want you guys to think that. Okay? We need to win the big game.
I agree.
I'm with you.
Those are the expectations. I mean, it was nice, to get that out of the system, to get the playoff drought, the division drought out of the system, but I'm with you. It's Super Bowl or bust this year.
Yes, sir. The only thing I wanted to touch on a little bit about Goff's contract, for one, it is Goffle in my opinion. It is. But we had to pay somebody. I get it. I would rather pay Goff $50 million than pay 2 guys from New England to not even play on this roster. I get it. That's fine. But this is Goff's put up or shut up or get it out season. It is, in my opinion, because look at all the restructured contracts that are coming up. Right, you're going to have to pay these guys that we drafted. You're going to have to pay these guys that we're signing right now. Goff's $50 million ain't going to work in 2 years. It's just not.
Yeah, I think I've come to grips with this too, with the Jared Goff stuff, and because I know Salty, you and I have been on that. We've been up on the same side of this argument sometimes. But the stuff that made me feel better about it is Goff. If he were to get true top 5 money, he would have reset the market. Not falling in second place, not in the 6th most, like guaranteed. He would have reset it completely. The same way happened with Herbert, the same way happened with Burrow, and that wasn't the case. We kind of fell, I guess, calmly at that number 2 AAV, at 6 guaranteed money. And then the other part about it, too, is we talked about leading up to the situation, spinning myself, we talked about the Geno Smith contract. We talked about the Daniel Jones contract, how it's like, yeah, those first 2 to 3 years, guaranteed. That's when the money came out by Albert Breer. What he had? He gave you the 2-year numbers, he gave you the 3-year numbers, then he let you know there was a 4th-year option. It's similar to that, in which you kind of could pivot away if Ben Johnson goes and he's not the same guy. And it's it's flexible. It's somewhat flexible. And the pieces that he has, what it needs to be successful, we have under contract right now. So it's like there's not really much to bitch about in my corner, to be honest with you. Like we're here for it, and let's just hope this defense can help us complete that mission, man.
I agree, boys. The last thing is, this is the best Lions team we've ever seen. Ever.
Yeah, I agree.
We're talking 80 years, 100 years. We're talking ever, boys. This. So we've never had a defense like this. We've never had the best offensive line in football. So cherish it, embrace it. But, don't get complacent, boys. We want the Super Bowl. We don't want playoff wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with you, man.
Appreciate you calling in, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, and y'all take it easy.
You too, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good to hear from you as always. But yeah, he's right. I'm 100% on board with that. It's
Super Bowl bust.
Super Bowl or bust. Playoff wins don't get me hard anymore. I'm not gonna be crying after a playoff win. I'll cry after a Super Bowl. I'll cry after I see that. Ooh, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, there's a new Jane here that makes me lose my mind, boys.
You start talking, you're making me crazy.
You're making me crazy, man.
That gal.
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month. No matter where you're at, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Are you tired of the same old Detroit sports merch? Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today. Get yourself hoodies, tees, hats, all guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and buy some merch. Buy some merch.
Did I use the voice right?
Merch.
You the voice from...
I just heard a deep voice, so I just did a deep voice.
From Dune?
Yeah.
Oh,
your voice.
Dude, I still gotta watch those.
Hey, Spinny, you're the voice actor.
Hey, number 2 is about to drop on Max. I'm excited for it.
Dune 2 is the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
I need to watch both of them.
I'll give my honest thoughts after I watch it. I think I might need to rewatch the first one though.
Nah.
They're long. Like
the first
those
one,
videos.
Not worth a second watch.
Yeah.
The second one is, like I said, it's the best movie I've ever seen, man. It's so good.
For me, my favorite movie is still Law Abiding Citizen. We're Dune 2 is amazing.
It's a good movie.
Phenomenal.
When he stabs the dude with the steak bone.
Oh, man.
It's just awesome.
Great fucking movie. Love that movie. Anyway.
We got a caller?
Everyone wishes that was them. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we got our guy Eduardo wants to talk about the schedule.
If you were in that
Eduardo, you're
situation, you should
live
be
on the
like
heavyweights.
Exact revenge like that.
Yeah. Eduardo, how you feeling?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What up?
Yo, listen. So this is how I feel, right? One, we're a young team. So that's why I feel like the Week 5 bye isn't that big of a deal for us. If we were an older team, I'd say yes, we have a whole problem. 2, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we seem to be like one of those teams that get injured a lot in the beginning of the season. That's going to help us. And 3, I'm gonna be up there for Seattle. The Lions haven't lost when I've attended a home game, so I'm hoping to bring that energy out there.
Baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? 2012 was the last time we beat them, and that's got to stop. So I hope to be out there, Week 4, and I hope we come for blood. I really think that the bad taste in their mouth from the NFC Championship game will lead them into having only one loss heading into the Green Bay game. Wow. And I really think that this team will be motivated. I really do. And that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a great day.
Eduardo, don't leave.
What's up?
What's that one loss? What's that one loss? Who's it coming from?
I'm gonna be honest. If we lose, if we do have a loss, I think it might be either Dallas or Seattle.
Not a
just because, even though I will be there at Seattle,
Hater.
I need to see us beat them.
Nope, you're a hater.
You know what I mean? I need to see us beat them. Oh my God, yo! By the way, Jared Goff 8-1 versus Arizona.
Let's go.
Just want to point that out there. All right, have a good night, guys.
Love you, Eduardo.
Thanks, Eduardo. Appreciate you, brother.
I said to do that to Eduardo because that's how he is. Anytime you have a thing that's not pro Lions, it's like you hate him.
Yeah,
hater.
Shout out Eduardo, Colin.
Shout out Eduardo, he's a real one. I think he's into. I know for damn sure us in the morning. So shout out to him for tapping in with us religiously, and shout out to anybody who balls enough to call in because we make fun of our own selves. So I know it probably takes a little bit of courage to call in.
I can say the thing, baby.
All right, Eduardo said there's one loss heading to that Green Bay game. Which one is that?
I can never say that. Throw the schedule up.
Throw it up.
What's up, fella?
You got Rams, Bucks.
I'm with him. Yeah. At Dallas.
yeah.
At Dallas or
see
versus the Seahawks. I mean, if I had to pick a loss, you're asking me to pick a loss.
Yeah, but with Dallas, I mean,
who would you pick then?
I think the closest spreads here, fellas, are going to be probably the Rams, the Cowboys. I think the Rams and the Cowboys are the closest spreads.
I wish I had a
just
Cowboys
looking at this off rip.
Dallas and the Rams are the best teams on
I
there.
still gotta say Seattle. We still gotta beat them, dog.
I know, you really do.
The same reasons I said about the Rams, though, and them tearing apart our secondary, like, that's the same thing with Seattle.
Easy's scared of Desmond Ritter, but he thinks the Cowboys are walking apart.
And there was an unlikely fumble on special teams last year. Let's not forget that in that Seahawks game that did turn it as well.
Okay, but there was 2 losses that happened like the last 2 times we played this team. I don't care how unlucky or how
Pete
close
Carroll.
they were. Yeah,
It's not your grandma Seaman Cox. Like this isn't
All right.
a new team.
That's just don't say that.
Why?
It's just I don't know. It's just weird. I'm uncomfortable.
$1 million baby.
The one loss for me, probably Seattle or one of the first 2. I don't respect Dallas. I don't. I know that I'm biased against them and the fact that I fucking hate them. But look exactly what happened to them when they got to the playoffs last year.
Well, it's not the playoffs. It's a regular season.
Schedule was baked off losing cupcake ass teams. Anytime they faced a real team, they got smacked in the mouth. I think the Dolphins were the only ones they beat.
So the Lions aren't a real team?
Them. They got smacked in the mouth. The referees gave them that game. On top of Derek Brown kind of choking in that one too.
That was a bad choke.
We also went for it on 4th down. I didn't like that call. Not gonna lie. And I don't think we ran enough either. But Dallas is not a real team to me. They don't have any more running backs. They lost people. They replenished them with
Sign
rookies.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Look out.
The corpse of
running
Zeke.
back.
The corpse of Zeke.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Rams, Bucks for me. Rams, Bucks, and Hawks. And Hawks only through PTSD. Nothing more.
You
than
think we'd lose to the Bucks more than Dallas?
Yes.
We own the Bucks.
I mean, they've seen us enough to know how to strategize against us. I'm saying 3
you don't
times.
think Dallas does?
It's going to be a 3rd time in less than a calendar year.
We're a
No,
new team.
Dallas doesn't. Dallas is fucking soft. They should never. And they got softer.
You're biased, dude.
I am biased, but I'm also speaking truth. They got softer, did they not?
Yeah, they did.
Who was their running back? Who was their starting running back?
Pollard, but he's
No,
out.
he's gone.
Oh,
He's
I
in
know, that's what I was-
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right? Dallas is not who you.
Deuce Vaughn.
Not who you thought they were.
Let's not forget, though,
Deuce.
in Jerry's world,
Deuce might shoot you.
I don't want to do it. Flags.
I know.
Pull them out. Pull
I
them
know.
out. It's the only way they can beat us.
Ezekiel Elliott right
That's how
now
they
is
win.
their starting running back.
That's
They got-
fucking
Oh, yeah.
horrendous, bro.
Rico Dowell.
That's horrendous, bro.
Yeah.
Do you have the depth chart, the entire one up? Or
Yeah.
No? Can you go off? You read the defensive line to me
Offensive line.
because I lost Armstrong.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, he's still good.
Chauncey Golston. Oza
Okay.
Idezugua.
He's good.
Adigizua.
Are you doing the accent again? I can't tell.
Olga. Michael Parsons.
Get canceled.
And then they got Marshawn Nealand. Mozzie Smith.
Nealand could be something.
Yeah, like their defensive line's still good.
Mozzie was nothing
Trayvon
last
Diggs,
year.
Malik
Our offensive
Hooker,
line's still great.
Deron Bland.
Yeah, fuck them.
$1 million baby.
Not worry about them.
I can't. Zeke is their starting running back. That's
If we
hell,
beat
dude.
the Bucks again, though, I'm
no
not gonna
wonder
lie.
why.
What?
No wonder why Skip was saying all in his ass. Like that's tough.
Fuck that.
Skip.
If we beat the Bucks again, though, I'll say this: they should probably fire their coaching staff. I guess
the Bucks.
They'll have a new offensive coordinator.
I thought they
If you're
overachieved last year.
They did, but they lost that guy, David Canales, their offensive coordinator. He's coaching the Carolina Panthers now. But if you face this team 3 times in less than a calendar year, and you have a playoff caliber team that you've beat teams like the Eagles with, and you haven't been able to muster up something to stop us, either we're nice like that, which we are. I'll say
We're
that.
built different.
That is true. But also, I don't know. I would be very disappointed in my coaching
I don't
staff.
know. I know it's not quite a calendar year, but if they were to lose to Seattle, are we starting the fire Dan Campbell train? Like,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We're gonna beat them this year, right?
Relax, Chris. Don't even say that.
Yeah,
Chris, you are scared of these
It was to
Seahawks.
No, that's a great
it was
point,
to
Chris.
prove him
That's
wrong.
that's
It was a great point.
Chris
It was a
beat me.
great
Hey,
point.
hey,
Let's
hey,
say record
hey.
show. It was a good point.
Chris caught a rare dub against the GOAT.
Okay,
Fuck
we're
Kyle.
not,
I'll allow that.
we're not doing
I'll allow that. Hey, people try to give me L's all week. I'll allow you to have one. You should be prideful in that. Or you want me to go hit the
look at how
studio?
humble he
Allowed
is.
to hype.
Or you want me and Baby B hit the studio and fucking crush your whole life? I crush Neil's a little bit. I crush Stick's a little bit. You want to be next little bit?
I don't want to be your ghostwriter. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that.
Hey, Baby B.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Chris, my question to you. I know you've been talking about the Seahawks, and we have lost 2 straight, maybe even 3 straight. But do you think we get the job done this season against the Seahawks at home?
I do think we get the job done, but I think it's something that you can't just overlook, because last year we said the same thing. We said, oh, we lost this team, but we're better this year. And we lost again. And both games were close, so I get it. Like, both of those games could have gone the Lions' way, but they didn't. So I just can't expect that as an automatic win. Do I think they'll win? Yeah, but I can't just chalk that up to an automatic win, because for whatever reason, that team has gotten the best of us the last couple of years.
They don't have their head coach anymore.
Mike McDonald, defensive guy.
Great point.
Well, it's not that they've been beating us with their defense, really.
Yeah.
It's been our offense. We just
But
can't
their
get to
offense
them.
put up 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Mobile quarterback.
Oh, shit.
But they were hurt last year, too.
Oh, shit. A rat.
No. I just... You know how Seattle's been
Never seen that video?
No, I have not.
Oh,
That's
dude,
awesome.
that shit's so funny. Oh, shit. A rat. Dude, that's a funny. I think it's a fine.
We'll start a video or tomorrow's show like that. I want to say this though real quick. Seattle obviously owned us offensively.
Yes.
Yeah. You know who Chicago hired as their offensive coordinator?
Seattle's offensive coordinator.
No.
Yeah.
Stop
but Jackson
it
Smith
with a
and
mobile
Jigba.
quarterback.
Jackson Smith and Jigba doesn't like him.
Yeah, but fuck that kid. Who's that kid?
All right.
First rounder.
Yeah, you just don't think Jackson Smith and Jigba's good?
I mean, he hasn't proved it yet. I think he can be.
You know why he hasn't proved it? Because their offensive coordinators Trey.
I'm looking it up right now. Bears offensive coordinator.
Told you, that's a banger.
It is a banger.
It is a banger. Who'd you tell?
Yeah, who'd you tell?
Yeah, what the fuck you mean?
I came in that
tell
day.
nobody.
No, I came in that day. Actually, you weren't here.
I put that shit in the chat before you did.
To your fairness, I came in before you were here, Eazy, and I said that song is a banger. That song is one of summer. And I told Spencer, I remember saying the song that's been like viral through a leak is finally out, and it's a banger. I remember talking about the day it came out.
You ain't say shit.
Shane Waldron is offensive coordinator of the
King
Chicago
of the
Bears.
slabs.
He took over the position in January 2024 and is excited to work with the team's stacked offense. Waldron has experience working with multiple quarterbacks in Seattle and Los Angeles. Yeah.
Whack. Tell us about Glorious, Chris.
Glorious Cannabis is where you need to go to get the new ice water bubble hash pre-roll, now with diamonds, constantly creating the best cannabis experience. That added touch comes from the pure THC diamond dust, allowing fibers to the highest terps to make the best even better. Glorious Cannabis, check them out at your local retailer or visit gloriouscanna.com.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
I never went another dispensary. This boy is the best, baby.
The weed's for me.
Don't you go and get it now.
So high and see.
Now go get him best plug.
Some dabs and free.
Yeah.
What up? Welcome back to What
That's
Up.
actually incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Good
appreciate you. Yo, Spinny kind of blew me away with that Jamaican accent. I'm not gonna lie. That was
I could tell.
That was crazy.
Hey man.
What do you mean you could tell? You weren't blown away?
Yeah.
No, I could tell. No, I'm saying
Bro,
I could
just
tell
trying
you're
to
impressed.
Take credit for everything.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you remember when I guys showed you peanut butter and jelly?
Hey, hey guys,
Remember I showed you toaster strudels?
Yeah.
Remember when I was like, watch this, and I started a fire, and I made the first fire? But no, I'm saying that because
you look like a caveman.
I do.
You do
I
look
do
like
kind
a
of.
caveman. Sophisticated man.
Sophisticated man.
But I'm saying that because I could tell you're impressed. I mean, because like you've been kind of just bringing that up, and you just like
Jamaican accent.
Yeah, you're just like continuously bringing up like how you're impressed by something. That's what I'm saying. I could tell that you were impressed by it. It was a good accent.
Okay, let's hear yours.
It was nothing. I don't have one.
Let's hear it.
I don't have one.
You're just not impressed. So let's
Yeah.
see what you can do.
No, I didn't say. I said I was impressed too. I said I could tell that you were impressed.
You weren't
That's all.
impressed, huh?
No, I'm always impressed with you, Spencer. You're my best friend here.
Thanks. Nick, do a Jamaican accent.
Let's see. I was trying to think of like something to pour me up. Pour me up a shot, brother.
That's fucking awesome. No, that was impressive.
Sounded like Nick.
Sounded just like Nick.
Damn, that dude sounds cool.
All right. Got a couple ways we can take this show now. You have Lucas Raymond here all week, putting in work for Team Sweden. How much of a jump do you expect him to take? You get the Marlins, which I feel like you kind of got that off your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can just BS a little bit more, chat the chat.
I'm down to BS.
Down to BS?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Call in projections for the schedule.
Yeah, call
Are you
in.
booing Matthew Stafford? Yes or
Boo
no?
his kids.
I'm
Boo
booing Matthew
his
Stafford.
kids. Boo his kids. Boo his kids.
So
Boo his kids.
Easy. We pull the blacks out. First game, week
Whoa.
one.
Whoa.
The black jerseys out.
Whoa.
What?
Are you expecting?
What? Oh, dude.
I don't know. Spenny's fucking around with the mic over
I'm
there.
trying to fart in it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
you eat?
Are you expecting a video for Stafford week one if we wear the black
Boo his
jerseys?
kids.
If we wear
Boo
the black,
his kids.
black jerseys, Sunday Night Football week one.
If it's black jerseys, no. 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 If it's blue jerseys, I wouldn't be mad if you had a tribute video. I really wouldn't.
indifferent
But
to
if
it.
we're in the black jerseys, we need to keep that energy. Don't fucking say you're wearing the black jerseys, you're here for a night game, and then give this guy a tribute video. Fuck that. If you're wearing the black jerseys, go out there, be the bullies, be the villains, play dirty, as the Rams and Vikings fans like to say, and punch them in their fucking mouths. But no black jerseys, play nice.
Boo his kids. Boo his kids. No tribute videos. No cute shit. No, oh my God, Stafford, look at him. Yeah. No, none of that shit. Boo his kids. Win by 20. Send them back to LA in their prep schools. Fuck out of here.
Boom the mute,
Bumbaclut.
says Apollo. Brainfart. The Rona 99. Black jerseys are for funeral and funeral only. I'm with Speakeasy Sports in this one. It says our very own Detroit Lions beat reporter Matthew Broder.
It is a funeral. It's a
Yeah.
funeral to anything Matt Stafford related in Detroit.
It might even be like the last time you play him. He's getting up there.
They should do a jersey turn-in, where people could bring in their Matt Stafford jerseys or Matt Stafford jerseys.
Did they do that for the
I think
playoffs?
like someone did it.
Someone did it like tape.
Oh yeah. Someone was offering to like tape jerseys. For
Yeah,
people.
or change.
Yeah, no,
letters
the
or something
Lions
like
should do that.
They really
Boo
should.
his kids. Boo his kids. They
I'm
should give
surprised
him, they
they
should give
didn't
him
do
like
that.
spring water in their family box. Like instead of purified water, give them spring water.
I'm with you on that.
Give
by the
them
way.
like strawberry ice cream. Like
Buddha
just give them
kid.
all the somewhat worse stuff.
Spring water.
Yeah.
Really-
Black licorice.
Really scratchy,
Oof.
like seats and
Yeah.
sweaters.
Yeah.
What else sucks?
Ketchup, no mustard for hot dogs, just ketchup.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
fair. Soggy fries.
Somebody should go in there and just crop dust the whole box before they get there.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I can personally do that.
That's
I'll
so
go
gross.
to Lafayette before, eat a couple conies, go in there with some spicy meatballs, and
Rip
just rip farts all over their family's box.
That's fair. Put like Bears highlights all over the TVs because they
Yeah.
suck too.
Yeah.
Yo, remember the Bears guy blocked his own fucking offensive lineman?
Yes.
That's so crazy.
Boo his kids. Boo his kids.
Spencer mentioning my entire diet. This is Paul Thomas.
Well,
Red Wings fan club.
Strawberry
You
ice
probably
cream?
smell.
I don't like strawberry ice cream. I don't like artificial. I love fresh strawberries, regular strawberries, dank, but I don't like artificial strawberry taste.
I agree.
I know there's a compliment or not, so I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I'll let it slide.
Great value pretzels, said MPWMU.
Toothpaste hot dogs.
Ew.
That's,
What's that?
I don't know. It sounds
I'm not trying to kill them.
Yeah. 2-day-old milk for the Stafford kids.
Boo is kids.
And that's all I got in the chat. I apologize.
I'm not a fan of coconut water. You can give them that shit too.
Yeah.
I think coconut water is gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of coconut water either. Make everything vegan, like fake plant-based shit.
I had some good vegan wings before.
I've had good CMO in Detroit, chili mustard onion. I don't know if they're still open, but my brother's vegan, so we went there when he was in town, and I had a vegan Whopper. It was pretty good.
John Hughes, y'all wild. I'm not cheering for him, but kids are innocent. That's not cool.
No, kids aren't
you guys
innocent.
are you though. Hey,
Guilty by association.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Don't you guys us. That's him.
No,
I've been telling him not to say it.
Easy's
Tell him to
been
stop that bullshit. Don't boo the kids.
Boo the kids.
Don't boo the kids.
Boo the kids.
Don't do it.
Easy's been coming into pre-production show like every single day talking about, man, I hate kids.
Yeah,
He's
it's
been
true.
doing that every single show.
I love my kid. My kid dropped a diss record yesterday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We should have B fight them.
Who? Stafford's kid?
Yeah.
B would lose.
You'd lose?
He's got 5. It's 5v1.
So? They'll do it in waves.
Oh, then Tom taking B all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can help it.
Oh.
But you can only use your elbow.
We're not going down. We're not booing the kids.
Boo his kids.
Elbow him too.
Give her something to talk about on her podcast.
Danny G, I'm pouring beer in the seats.
Yeah.
Deployment water is the worst water. Shout out to
Well
Jay
water
Washington
is the worst water.
for serving.
Yeah, shout out for
Maybe
I
deployment water
wouldn't
is
have
like well water.
I wouldn't know what deployment water because I'm a little pussy and I didn't serve my country, but
I mean, I'm a pussy for that.
well water sucks. I know that.
Can I say something?
Shout out to thank you for your service, Jay Washington.
I don't hate Dasani water. Never got that.
The what? Dasani? Oh, Dasani sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Never got the hate for it. Tastes like water.
Ooh.
If any water's cold, I'll drink it.
You know what water I absolutely fucking despise though? Myers spring water.
Spring water in general is gross, except
Yeah.
for Fiji.
Like when my mom would bring that shit home, I'd be like,
Spring water tastes like dirt. Like I
gross. I don't know what to think.
tastes like I'm drinking out of a puddle. Like no thanks.
It is crazy growing up because I'm like, water is water as a kid, and then once you start like having other waters and you realize that there's actually shitty waters out there, you're just like, how the hell do you fuck up water? Like,
Dayju says water out the hose hits. That is for sure.
oh, that's top.
And it's
3.
always cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it first comes out.
Water out the hose and like a
That's
ham
top
with
3.
with American cheese and Doritos sandwich after a long day of just playing outside, dude. Talk about 5-star dining. I ain't never been a sweet baby.
That's fair to me. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Gatorade.
Gatorade.
It's Matthew Broder.
No.
Either way, get in your mailbag questions.
H2O.
When we get back, we'll read them. History fact: prisoners were kept in the basement.
History fact.
Wait, what?
I was kept in the basement.
Yeah, I'd assume that. History fact: I'm pretty sure everybody knows about Australia, but you know Australia was like supposed to be like the English prisoners.
Yeah, they just shipped all their prisoners to an island.
And now it's a country.
And now they're just savages who fight giant bugs.
Dude.
They right?
Yeah.
And fucking they have the craziest animals there.
They have enough kangaroos to populate some countries.
I saw this video on Twitter. It's like some.
They got no wars with emu. Like
Really?
legitimately wars.
What you mean?
With what?
Like emus, the fucking giant birds. Like there are like wars in Australia with emus. Look it up.
Like they rode them in
No,
battle?
like they were fighting them in wars.
And they were being out-strategized.
Yes, dude, by these giant fucking
He
birds.
was like using his foot. Like,
Yeah, dude, honestly, it's crazy.
Out here losing his strategy. Nick, tell us about the morning show.
If you guys are waking up and it is not with Woodward, you are doing it wrong because they have a new morning
doing
show.
yourself a
Join
disservice.
Kool-Aid, Flannel Sand, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports, sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night. No Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security is their technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. And let them know Chris Platty sent you.
100 random facts about Australia. You ready?
All right, yeah.
Australia has 160 spoken languages.
That makes sense.
Although Australia has no official language, the considered official language is English. The majority of the population speaks English.
Oi, bruv.
And also Australian fact. Have you ever seen like a indigenous Australian?
Yeah.
Like blonde, native, like it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
just like an interesting looking. What do they call them?
Aussies?
No, like the original, like the
Aborigines?
Yeah, Aboriginal. He's an Aboriginal. I watched a video of an Australian, this gang of folk were just talking shit to this one Australian guy, and they like backed him up, and they turned around, and he fucking knocked them all out.
The best video.
Never turn your back on Australia.
The best video I've seen in Australia is the one of the guy whose dog's getting choked by the kangaroo, and he just walks up to it and punches it in the face, and the kangaroo's like.
This is the second one of those too.
Yeah.
They all just fight kangaroos.
Oh, dude, kangaroos are pieces of shit, man.
They are dirtbags.
3% of Australia's total native area is the rainforest. Australia has 3.6 million, I don't know what word that is, hectares of rainforest. I don't know what the fuck that is. It is usually characterized by lush growth, high rainfall, and closed canopies.
Shrimp on the bobby.
Speaking of videos, did you guys see the one of the baby kangaroo coming out? Like he wouldn't get off of the lawn, and the guy dresses up as like a kangaroo.
Oh, and it jumps in his pouch.
Yeah, it hops in the pouch. The baby kangaroo does.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually wild.
It was hilarious.
We should remake that video with you and Eazy.
There's 42 million kangaroos there. Oh my
What?
god.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, Australia
Like
takes
42 mil.
Yes.
42.8.
Have you seen the videos of like people on golf courses when there's like a stampede of kangaroos running by, and there's just like fucking thousands of them running at the same time?
Dude, it's down from 53 million. It went down.
That's actually insane. Can you you obviously can't domesticate kangaroos.
No, you can't.
No.
That's
Well,
what I
you
was
can,
telling
you
you.
probably
But why do people fight them then? Like I think if you could fight an animal and you confident you'd win, you could domesticate it.
You can definitely domesticate a kangaroo. You can domesticate anything.
You can.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, domesticated wildcats have gone feral.
Sometimes, but sometimes they've been totally fine. Domesticated.
Gotta show you ain't no
You ever see the one
bitch.
about the chimp who like ripped that chick's face
Yeah,
off?
chimps are
I heard
scary,
about
dude.
that, yeah.
They're strong as fuck.
Yeah, don't domesticate them.
Yeah, no.
We've all seen Planet of the Apes. So let's stay away from that one.
Honestly, that first one was gas.
Which one?
Planet of the Apes.
There's like 12 of them.
Like the first newer one?
The first one, James Franco.
Okay, yeah.
There's like 12 of them.
I know. I didn't really got.
The new
into
one,
it.
I guess, is really good.
Just dropped the fourth one, I think it is.
Yeah, the new one's like the opposite. Like all the monkeys talk fluently, and the humans like, ooh, yeah, like can't speak. Yeah.
The third one. The third one was really good.
They're all great movies for sure.
Yeah.
This is not a good list of facts. This one literally. Why is this?
Chase Amley says you can walk into a habitat with the kangaroos at the Detroit Zoo. Yeah, it's true.
You can.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like kind of like you could probably domesticate
You
them.
fucking want one, you stupid fucking kangaroo?
You want one?
Hop over here, you little fucking stupid jumping rat.
Yo, that's too far.
Sorry, yeah, that
We put them feet on
sound
it.
a little slurish.
They're not.
Fucking spring rat.
It takes up 5% of the world.
Fucking hot pouch. Start bullying
That
kangaroos.
sounds
Hot pouch.
nasty. Yeah,
Hot
bro.
pouch
That
sounds
sounds mad offensive.
Yeah.
I'm all out of fun facts.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they got more kangaroos than some people have people in countries. So if the kangaroos decided to invade a country, it would be GG's. It would be a wrap for that country.
Until you got one guy with a gun.
Yeah. All right.
That's how the kangaroo
What do you
gets
mean?
old.
That's why Planet of the Apes is the dumbest shit ever. If the apes started rising up, you just send in the military and they fucking wipe out a bunch of monkeys.
I know
you
the
kidding me?
real reason why they won't let us domesticate kangaroos for guys like, I'm not going to make fun of Chris, but kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
Wait, what?
Did you know that?
Hey,
no.
Chill, bro. Kangaroos have 3 vaginas.
Like, at the same time?
At the same, I don't know about at the same time.
At the same damn time.
I guess
I wonder which one's the best.
Yeah, see, that's why I said, Chris. This is why they can't.
Chris is definitely on the kangaroo offender list. Don't let that guy get into the zoo after dark. He's not allowed within 200 feet of a zoo.
He's a monkey like half Chris.
Daddy! Kill me!
Holy shit. Yeah, they do have 3 vaginas.
No way.
Hold on, I'm going to look up a picture.
What the fuck?
Hey, man.
I don't know what I'm looking
Shout
at.
out to the male kangaroos. They be getting that triple butt.
That's crazy. Yeah, they got.
You're looking at pictures?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But they're this kind.
That'll do it for us today. We're just looking at kangaroo porn.
Look at this.
I don't want to see it. That'll do it. Appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I got a wedding to go to.
Oh, he discovers we have kangaroos with 3 vaginas. He's taking a day off of work.
Real
weird timing.
I'm Spencer. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Peace.
Go get Australian apes.